everyone. We have Newell Brown, current assistant coach of the Vancouver Canucks, on with us today. Newell also has coached with the Arizona Coyotes, Anaheim Mighty Ducks, Columbus Blue Jackets, Chicago Blackhawks, also in the NCAA, Michigan State and Michigan Tech. Over 30 plus years of coaching experience. We're pleased to have him on as a guest today. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Congratulations to you and all the great work that you're doing in the hockey world, putting out a lot of great content for young players and providing a great resource to help players get better. And skill coaches are very important today. I think it's something that's fairly new in the business. We didn't used to have skills coaches, but I think it's great that we have people like you that can really break the game down and teach great fundamentals. So when players step on the ice, they're a lot more comfortable with the puck than they used to be. And I think that's why the NHL is, the goal scoring's up. It's harder to score than it ever has been in the NHL. Teams check so tight, it's so fast. Guys are so big and strong, great condition that unless the skill level of the players was rising just as rapidly as all those other things, that would be really much harder to score. So it's great to be with you.
Yeah, great. So if you want to briefly introduce yourself on things I didn't touch on, if you could do so for the followers and the viewers.
Okay, yeah. Well, I guess I'm a career coach. Like you said, I've been coaching for 35 years now, going on 25 years in the NHL. I love hockey. It's been a great life. My son's involved in it now too. He's a coach, so I'm not sure where I went wrong there getting into this racket, but he loves it. And I guess that's what I can say that's kept me doing just one thing my entire life. I played, and then I just transitioned right into coaching as soon as my career ended. And it's been a great ride. I guess, I just started off getting into college coaching. I made $6,500 my first year coaching. So that tested my love for the game right there. So basically I'm a career coach and started at the grassroots level and just kind of chipped away at things and worked myself up into the ranks, and really enjoyed it, every minute of it.
Yeah, no, it sounds, 30 plus years of coaching. Couldn't imagine, just starting this out now with guests on, and definitely haven't had anyone with your resume on as a guest, but certainly come with tons of experience. I'm sure you've worked with many different coaching staff and players that have been not only for the whole season, but even traded away or quick stints of a couple games. Just changes so fast through the.
It's true. I think that's one of the great things about hockey is the people that you meet, the players, the coaches that you meet throughout your career. Just you meet a lot of really good people, and I think for some reason hockey is that kind of game that there are a lot of good people, really good people involved in the game. So that's one of the positive aspects of being in it so long.
We'll start off with some of the questions here. With your coaching experiences and perspective, can you share anything on the coaching side with the players, parents, and coaches that you see?
In terms of what, like?
Well, just like in terms of anything like skill development, or whether maybe how parents are dealing with their athletes and hockey players. Even adversity that players face at the young levels or pro levels or
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think one thing about hockey is expensive. So there's a lot of financial investment from parents, and sometimes it's hard to separate the financial from the emotional investment that you have in it because you want your kid to do so well. And sometimes I think this is universal. It's never changed. The parents put a little bit too much pressure on their kids at times, and hockey's a fun game. Even at the NHL level, we're having fun a lot. It's a game, and we can never forget that. And the kids have to enjoy themselves. We have to just give them a chance to grow their own wings sometimes, and get out there and enjoy the game, and let the coaches do their work and not get too overly involved. And the coaches do take a lot of criticism at the youth hockey level. But a lot of those guys are doing the best that they can with the group that they have, and they're trying to work with the whole group of the team. And so I would just say, parents, let your kids enjoy it. They all think they're going to make the NHL, but in reality, there's very few kids that are going to get into that 1 percentile of that group that's going to make it to the NHL. So give them a chance to grow, put them in position to be successful, give them the opportunity to get out with great skills coaches like yourself so they can improve and see how far the game can take them. And as they go through, they're going to figure out if they love it, then they'll keep doing it, and then you can keep feeding that fire. And if they don't love it, that's okay too. There's other great things to do in life.
Yeah, no, you said it best for sure. I mean, it's just growing through the game as most parents say, and including my parents. And now that I'm slowly getting out of it, of playing as a current player, just how important it is as you grow through, keeps you away through of, some bad things, but also some other things that can go on, and gives you an outlet to just play hockey. And that's not even just playing on a team, which is the greatest part, but it's also playing street hockey, roller hockey, just recreationally at home, and working on your stick handling that you don't even think you're doing. Through the game. And, after good 27 years now, I think I'm playing hockey. A lot of friends, yes, through hockey. I do have some that aren't hockey players. But you just meet great people along the way, and just the network of people that you get.
I think for the parents too, you're going to just observing your kid and just seeing, like, hockey's a passionate game. You have to have the passion to just have a hockey stick in your hand all the time, thinking about hockey all the time, getting up and watching hockey highlights first thing in the morning. That's the first thing you think about. I remember playing with Cliff Ronning on the Canadian national team way back in the day. And Cliffy had a great NHL career. And he was just not a big guy at all. He's very small. To play in that time in the NHL where hockey was really, really tough, you had to fight. He was taking a lot of abuse, cross checks and slashes and all kinds of abuse. But I just remember, he used to have a hockey stick in his hand all the time. When he was sitting around watching TV, he had this golf ball and his stick. He was always looking at his stick, trying to fix it the right way, but he was always stick handling. He was just this guy had a drive, and that's why he made it, because he had that internal passion to be an NHL player. And he obviously had very good skill and hockey sense and all those other things. But just as an example for parents to see, hey, my kid's got that passion. I think maybe he has a chance. Those are things to look for.
Yeah, no, exactly. See all these kids doing their skill tricks on Instagram now, where they're flipping stuff and doing the Zorro stuff. It's crazy how much they can do just from learning online and through their devices now. It's amazing. And that's the new generation coming up, and it's only going to get better and more competitive. It's quite funny, but it's amazing what these young players can do, even at the 5, 6, 7 years old now, as mentioned, that I coach and try to challenge them and push them through. All of it at the end of the day is fun. I know these kids,
for sure,
if they're not having fun, they ain't coming back. So
exactly. That's exactly right.